Okania here with another conversation video where I go over the problems, feedback, and solutions to a topic of interest. I mean, where do I even begin when it comes to burnout in life? But Gacha burnout is on a whole different level. Imagine taking the thing you enjoy, playing video games, and turning it into a sterilized industry of copy pasta. Yeah, that art looks good, but when you look under the hood, shout out to my FGO players. We know mobile has the biggest reach globally of any other gaming platform. So why is it we're still stuck with archaic design concepts like dailies, hamster wheel, paint by the number events, and gacha rates that would make Las Vegas blush? Then I'm surprised by the sheer amount of gachas released every year with the same monetization concepts. Accompanied by bad marketing, community drama, development mismanagement, and lazy innovation, it makes it hard to support your favorite game long term. But I believe there are solutions to fight burnout. First things first, we collectively have to be more vocal as a gacha community against bad practices. One or two mentions by a small minority does not push the needle forward in getting better mobile games. The biggest culprit that contributes to burnout, in my opinion, is dailies. A rigid system that tells you to do the things you don't love about a game to get a minimal reward at the end of the day will ultimately stress anyone out after the shine comes off. Dailies need to reward player engagement at their pace and what they feel like doing. How would a system like that work, you say? Instead of a to-do list, you get daily event currency that resets every week that you can spend based on the activities you want to complete in the game. Like doing Spiral Abyss, get a currency reward for every stage you complete. Like crafting instead, a currency reward for doing what you love in the game. Now spend that currency in a shop that helps invest in your enjoyment of the game. Boom, win-win. Events are another issue with gacha games, but I won't lie to you. Genshin has done in-game events much better than their competitors. But I focus on the game I'm currently playing, which is Nikke. The concept of the events with story lore mixed with the gameplay makes sense, but it all starts to fall apart when you realize the event story gets in the way of the shooting raptures, or shooting rapture gets in the way of enjoying the story. Why am I shooting so much? The Christmas event was the biggest culprit of this fact. It was a well-designed and emotionally driven story surrounding Anne and Rupee, only to be interrupted by shooting stuff for no apparent reason other than getting points to spend in the shop. Just reward us for reading the story and drop the frivolous stuff or give us the events that flow properly with the point of shooting. You know, like events like No Color ID and even the Laplace event. But screw that board game. The last part of burnout I'll touch on, and I get burnt out as well, is the money factor. Cash rules everything around me. Green gets the money. Dollar bill. Thank you, Wu-Tang, for that educational statement. It's a business, we understand. But at this point, the reason free-to-play are screaming they need more currency to pull and yada yada is just to keep up with the rate of banner releases. Even if we don't include free-to-play complaints, the rate of banner releases for gachas is not sustainable. Genshin Impact was the outliner that made gachas more highlighted on the global scale, but nothing about the this concept of gacha character pools makes sense long term for the game industry, especially weapon banners. This boss about to catch you level 1 hands. It's like Final Fantasy XIV charging the price of an expansion each month for the chance to play the expansion of the game. How do consumers allow something like this to be okay? We know mobile gaming can be a wasteland of rushed cash grabs, but for the gems that do want to be taken seriously, you have to look at the reality of consistent cash flow versus sporadic peaks in consumer spending. We're honestly spending money on NFTs and gachas in reality. Is the gacha industry one big isekai crypto scheme? In conclusion, I like the gacha games most of the time, but you see this thing that's getting us burnt out called dailies, events, and it's not just the gacha industry that has this problem. live service games, MMOs, and any game that wants your attention consistently. We play video games to get away from the repetitive tasks in real life. Then these guys go and add repetitive tasks in our games. Like, really? Damn. Until the next one, peace.